time of the week again. Prepare yourself for the surveyors of sauce, the sultans of spaghetti, the whispers in your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What's Your Spaghetti Policy podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Alex and Jacob.
Buddy, I'm just gonna tell you, no matter what people say about you, I will say, if there's something that you genuinely enjoy, right? If there's something that you genuinely think is good, right? Mm-hmm. You're like, hey man, try this game out. I'm like, okay, sure. Now it might take me a month, 2 months, a year, maybe 2 years to get around to it, but I will say, if there's one thing I know about you,
TV shows, movies.
Quality. That is for sure. I'm excited.
Uh-oh.
We got the what?
What?
Your computer's freaking out. It's not me, dude.
Your computer's freaking out, bro.
It's not me, buddy. I'm
dude
solid as a freight train right now. So
my internet connection is unstable.
Hey, that's whose fault is that? I'll tell you whose fault it is.
Mm-hmm.
We all know whose fault it is. The
last thing I heard.
Yeah.
Dude, this is so great. Like, we're starting off the year.
Hell yeah. It's good stuff.
Problem.
Dude.
This recording is later than normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our Discord died today. It wouldn't work.
2025 is just shaping up. We got a winter storm coming in, dude. We're gonna be fucking trapped in our houses for a couple of weeks. We've got this upcoming president thing, and it's just like it's gonna be a banger of a year. I feel like, dude.
Go back to talking about me. The last thing I heard you say was
there's one thing I know about
game,
you, buddy.
It would take a month. It'd take a year. Then I was like, also TV and movies.
Yeah. And it's like I'm super excited. We've got the movie club. We're gonna get started here soon, and I'm excited to see what you have picked out. By all accounts, John Wick is a good movie, but I know that if you think it's a good movie, then it's gonna be a good movie. Because there's one thing I know about you is that you know how to pick quality TV shows, quality movies, quality games, and I know that
Say less.
You got. I don't think that people ever call you negative.
But they do.
In a sense, I don't think they mean it in a sense of they truly mean it. I think it's more so poking fun at you, making jabs because it's become such a running bit at this point. But I think it's unwarranted. Okay, because you.
I think absolutely.
I think that it's one of those things where how they say it's. When we were growing up in high school, it was that person has standards. They have high standards. It was mostly pertaining to women who were they wouldn't date down. You know what I mean? They wouldn't mm-hmm. date down, and so they had higher standards or whatever.
Didn't punch down.
It was one of those things where it's always looked on in a negative light. Your standards are too high or whatever. And I think that's where you come in, where it's people give you so much shit for not thinking something's good when everybody else is liking it or whatever, but it's you're just that guy that's going to stick to his morals, right? You know what's good, you know what looks good, and you're not willing to compromise. And I think that it's one of those things where we need to get there again. We need to be okay with not compromising. We need to be okay with with telling something that it's just because everybody thinks that you're better than the norm, better than the average, doesn't mean that you're good. That doesn't mean that you live up to the standard of where we should be. You know what I mean? And I think that's where you come in and you start setting all these new courses, man. Because you fucking.
I mean, let me be in charge of a lot of things, and a lot of things will get changed.
I mean,
that's what everybody says, right?
Yeah, I mean that is what everybody says. But at the same time, it's I've always told you that I think that you could fucking do it. You put you in one of these management roles where you're making decisions and whatnot. Give you the CEO position at Bethesda,
please.
At Arcane Studios, at I don't know any other
Crytek.
Put Crytek, throw you in there. Fucking hell, Twitter. Let's go ahead and fire the old CEO.
I don't want that one.
Well, I mean, I think that there's anybody that can turn it around. It could be for sure. So
I think that a lot of it stems from I'm not outwardly an optimist because, and like, I've said it before. I think people that are just like obnoxiously positive, I just feel like they're hiding something. It's like, do you not, like, I get it to a certain extent, but it's like, are you not like aware of what's going on? Like, are you not reading the fucking like tea leaves? Like, like this can all, you can boil this down to like the fucking, the Jaguars, like they fucking fired their head coach. But
yeah,
I, I, I don't know. This is like a month ago. I was just like, okay, whatever. Like they got beat like 56-6 or something to the Lions,
that's
and
fine.
they
Lines are
didn't. They
good,
didn't do.
right?
That's not the point. But like, it was the worst loss ever
Mm-hmm.
in the history of the franchise. 30 years, they've never been beaten that bad, and it's just like that wasn't enough to warrant a change. Then nothing is, and like, not to go on a whole diatribe, but like, I knew. Like I don't know. The entire fan base got really convinced that like there was gonna be a full clean sweep, and I'm like, there has never been one time since that motherfucker got the team that he has ever done that. And it also makes me hate billionaires because it's further proof that
Well, I
they're
mean, I think that
motherfuckers.
that's one of those things where everybody should collectively hate billionaires. Like, there shouldn't be a person out
Yes,
there who like simps for a billionaire. There should be
there's
a
plenty
person.
of them, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. It's like there shouldn't be these people that exist, but unfortunately, we live in a society where like
But
they've told us to believe that you
like
guys can be billionaires
it's a
someday.
hard thing to balance because like I'm very like I don't know if you call it ADHD or whatever, but I'm like like there are things that like I would like when I like things, I don't just like casually like things. Like I go full bore, like I give everything to it. My sports teams, like particular comic characters, franchises that I love. Like there are things like I don't just like casually like something. Like I go fucking balls deep into shit. And so when I speak on behalf of like things, like also I like the Jaguars. Like who the fuck likes the Jaguars, right? There's a
Yeah,
small minority of us, but like the national presence is not there. And it's just like outside of the people that I also know that are Jaguars fans, like I've always been that guy. So like when people want to talk about it, they come to me because it's like, well, you would know, and it's just like for a decade now, like it's just the same shit. It's just the same shit. When like at the end of like honestly, Occam's razor is what it should be. Like it's the simplest solution to the problem. Like
yeah.
it's not hard, but then you get into the fucking like mindset of a billionaire, and when you have, because like the whole thing was when going into the game against the Lions, all these insiders were like, yeah, if this is a real bad game, like you're gonna see Doug Peterson get fired, and then I feel like Shad Khan was just like, all right, bet, fuck you, I know what I'm doing, you don't, like, and it's just like the ego of a billionaire who is trying to prove that he is smarter than everyone else, and so that's what he's doing.
Buddy, I don't know.
Everyone is telling you within the league, your entire fan base, the whole fucking fan base 2 years ago, dressed up as clowns and went to the fucking stadium as clowns as a representation of the guy who's the general manager, and that didn't do anything for you. Like it's like
I
haha,
mean, to
whatever.
be fair, like if you have billions of dollars, like you know,
But like the thing is, and like this is the whole sports thing, but like you have to understand that he bought the team in 2011, 2012 for like $765 million dollars. In that time frame, they are statistically the worst team in the NFL. They have the most losses, the least amount of wins, the most top 10 draft picks. Absolutely abysmal. So like that's also why I get aggravated when no, this is no offense to anybody, but like when we have mutuals who like their team is like 12-3 and they want to complain about losing by three, and it's just like it's like, dude, bro, like get the fuck out of
oh
here.
no,
You got nothing to complain about.
yeah,
Oh God, oh no, you know what I mean? It's just
yeah,
like fucking kill for 12 wins. Anyways, but
man.
like they're the worst. But in that time frame, that team is now worth $2.1 billion,
So I guess you could
despite.
say he's crushing it.
So I guess you could say it doesn't fucking matter. Winning doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so he's technically speaking, He's crushing it by being the worst.
So,
Right?
and then we already proved in COVID that fans are not required. It's all
No.
about the TV deals, dude. So like, I think that I think that he wants to be better because that's like a good old boys club, man. Like there's only 32 people that own an NFL team,
I don't think he gives a
and
shit,
you're the
dude.
worst. And you're the worst,
I don't think he gives a shit.
right?
I don't think he gives two fucks,
I
honestly.
think yeah, because billionaires, the people with money are very prideful and very ego driven, and you don't want. And he's also the only minority owner, so you don't want like
But
it's just like a bunch of feathers in his cap that like
I
whatever. I just
mean,
think he's a fucking idiot. He's just a fucking
I
moron.
think it says a lot though that one of the richest people on the planet is one of the dumbest fucking idiots to ever
Oh,
exist,
absolute
and it's
fucking
like
dumb motherfucker.
is clowned on probably more so than anybody on the planet. So it's like I don't think they're prideful at all. I don't think they give a shit.
No,
It's
they
like
are. They're absolutely
it's
prideful.
one of
They
those things
just
where they start to cry and they're like, oh wait, I have money, and they start drying their tears up with like a wad of
I think
hundreds
I
and they
think that's
throw
a
it
bit
away.
projection. That's what you would do. But
Absolutely, I definitely think if I was a billionaire,
because
I
when
would
you have
completely
billions of
change.
dollars, what
So
else do you have?
fucking great
Pride.
times.
Pride. Pride
No,
and ego.
see,
That's it. It's the only thing that because like money doesn't do anything for you anymore.
hey, I mean, I think that's like where we're different. Like us and billionaires. Like if I had $1 billion,
Yeah, that's the only thing.
if I had $1 billion, dude, I wouldn't give a fuck about anything. I'd have my family. They have whatever they want. You want that? You want that horse? Fucking, I'll buy and engineer you some horses, buddy. Okay. So
I mean like I love sports, but like I'm just becoming so increasingly like nauseated with a lot of sports. I think the NFL in itself is just like an absolutely abysmal product to
yeah,
watch.
it's
Like
crazy.
it's, I mean, like it is so bad. Bad NBA, unwatchable. Like it's just, I mean, I still love hockey. I think hockey is still the best representation of like its like purest form of like what hockey is supposed to be. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's just so funny because it's probably the least popular. I think it's gaining traction, but I think that like baseball is from an outsider's perspective, obviously hockey is up there for me, but it's like the NFL, the NBA, and then like MLB, NHL. If you're talking about the big four of the
Yeah.
North American like sports, but like the thing is NHL should be higher, but they just make Gary Bettman just makes some like the dumbest boneheaded decisions. Like they don't. It's like they just don't know what they're doing sometimes. So the Winter Classic is every year on January 1st,
It's
right?
outside. That's what I know about it.
Except this year it was on December 30th, and it was the least watched.
Why would you do
Uh,
that? Why would you change it? Like, why?
there's a couple reasons, but also like it doesn't help that you have two like absolute. It was a dreadful game. I think the Blues beat the Blackhawks like 6-2 or some shit. The Blackhawks are fucking awful, but media markets, right? Oh, we gotta have important. Fuck them. Like no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, but college football and the playoffs sort of have ruined that because that now that the playoffs are expanded, they played on Wednesday or they played on the same day.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So, but like they did a piss poor job promoting the fucking outdoor classic, so most people didn't even know it was on. And if you're a hockey guy like me, you knew it was on.
I
But
didn't know it was on.
I missed like half of the game because normally it's on at night and it started at like 3. So I caught the end of it and I turned it over. It was like 5-2, and I was like, oh okay.
Didn't miss much. It looks like.
But like the thing is, and like obviously there's a bit of a biasness here. I sorry, it's just like heavy on the sports talk. I'm just talking about like it's just like dumb shit that they do. Next year is Ovechkin's last year. All right. I don't understand how you don't just put Ovi and Crosby, Penguins and Caps in an outdoor classic last time ever. Like I don't like it writes itself.
Yeah.
And they're not. Instead, we're gonna do I don't know the two hottest fucking outdoor places possible for the Winter Classic.
What?
It's so stupid.
What are
So
they
one
else?
of them is
Okay.
going to be in fucking Miami
That's yeah. It's kind of a hot place to have hockey, honestly. Yeah.
in January. It's gonna play, I think, at the Dolphin Stadium, whatever. I forget who they're playing. Oh, it's the Panthers and the fucking Rangers. Ugh, in New York, right? And then the other one, they're playing a game in February, which is the Stadium Series, and it's gonna be in Raymond James. So it's gonna be where the Bucks play, and it's gonna be the Lightning and the Bruins.
Okay. I mean,
Again,
I'm kind of okay
fucking
with that
hot. No, you're not. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
who it is. It's like it doesn't need to be in fucking Florida, dude.
Yeah, it really
Like it's
doesn't. Like, there's nothing going
you,
on in Florida, honestly. Like, so.
do you know how hard it's gonna be to keep the fucking ice from melting?
Well, I mean, probably take lots of breaks. Probably haul a bunch of bags of ice out there, I would assume.
Right, so it's gonna be
yeah,
unwatchable.
kind of, yeah. I,
Why don't you put it in fucking Winnipeg or fucking Saskatchewan where it's cold?
put a stadium in
Put
Banff.
it right back here. Put it. Yeah, I was gonna say put it in
Yeah.
Banff outdoors. Like,
There's like,
just,
look,
I don't know.
look,
It's
if you
just-
scoot over a little bit, there's like a plenty of spot. Like, look at that. Look at all that open space in
You
there.
can't-
Just tear it all
yeah.
down, put a
But,
stadium
like,
up, It'll be fine.
It's just like, but honestly, like it's a layup. Why wouldn't you have Crosby and Ovi one last time?
Hey, because you're not making these decisions like I alluded to earlier. Like, if you
Like,
were in there
and
making
again-
those decisions.
And it's not. It sounds like it's biased because I'm a Cavs fan, but like that's the two guys that carried the fucking league for 15 years during the dark times of the NHL.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and
And-
Ovechkin's literally on Wayne Gretzky's
And then
doorstep right now, just knocking at it. Like, hey, buddy.
And
I'm about to,
Crosby don't have long left either. So
fuck him. I hate Crosby. Sorry.
I mean, it's so funny because like I hate Crosby and I hate the Penguins, but like now that the Penguins aren't great,
yeah.
I kind of like I still hate him, but like I don't hate Crosby. Like I respect the shit out of him. He's a fucking great hockey player, like he really is. But I mean, I still don't like him. It's the Peyton Manning thing. Like I fucking hate Peyton Manning too, but like he was a good fucking quarterback.
I'd fight him.
Oh fuck, I'd fight the shit out of Crosby, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. I'd probably win too if I think about it. How tall is Crosby? I don't know. I'm gonna Google it. How tall he is. So
You think
not
you
big.
could beat Marchand?
Oh, absolutely, dude. You talking to me and Marshman go hand to hand? Like fucking, I'd knock him out, dude. He's gonna like we.
I don't.
I don't know, man. It'd be
Oh, I
fun.
don't know, bud.
Ah, I
He's-
think okay, wait. Okay.
those hockey players are kind of tough, dude.
What's Crosby? Sydney. I was thinking Bing
Not-
Crosby, which
yeah.
is like what's a musician, but
Yeah.
how tall are we?
Probably 6'2".
He's born in 2005. What? No, he's only 3 years older than me, dude. That's crazy. Height, I guess
Mm-hmm.
that's what I should say. 5'11". Oh, dude, I fucking got him. Are you kidding me? He's only an inch taller
He's
than I
taller
am.
than you are.
He's only an inch taller than me, dude.
Well,
I can take you to
since
fight.
when does height matter? You
Uh,
take me?
Oh yeah, I can take you to fight for sure. 201. Oh, we've got it. That's
You're definitely strong. I'll say this: you're definitely stronger than me.
I wouldn't hit you. I wouldn't be able to fight you, man. I wouldn't be able to hit you.
You're definitely stronger than me, but I am absolutely quicker than you are.
I just like to hug whenever I fight, dude.
I think you'd go in fucking dick grabbing and
Hey, man, whatever wins the fight, that's all I gotta say. So, it's your loss.
there's like fires and shit going on.
Oh yeah, he's 201. He's only weighs 201. He's 5'11. Oh, I'm crushing him, dude. I'm fucking dick stomping him into death, man. Maybe not to death, but I wouldn't kill anybody. But yeah, apparently there's a lot of places like on fire right now, like in California. Like it's literally, I think it's legit. I think they've called it like the worst fire in California history.
That's what they said 2 years ago.
That's kind of crazy, dude. 100-mile-per-hour winds. It's drier. They haven't had rain in like 286 days, which is like kind of crazy.
Damn.
Also sunny skies, man. Hey, it's good kite weather, I think.
Wonder why that is.
So, I think California, though, in particular, is kind of like a bad case study because it's like nothing but dry and hot and no rain. But I don't think it's...
But they live next to an ocean, Jacob.
Yeah, but it's like... It's not drinkable water, you know? Like,
But yeah, but you just like you go, you take it, and you throw it on the plants, and it's fine.
you know, I don't know if they've tried that yet or not, honestly, when I think about it. Because it's like, you would think, like, why don't they just irrigate? It's like, because that's the thing, is like, you don't have to use it for, like, crops, right? But, like, why don't you just irrigate it into the state to, like,
think
moisturize everything? Or is that, like, salt water doesn't moisturize?
I think the salt would dry everything up.
But I'm saying, could we try it? You know what I mean?
Well, we don't have the money for that.
I think we get, okay, I heard a story a long time ago, right? That cats.
We got wars to fight.
Okay, but like cats, their livers are so good, or kidneys. I think it's kidneys, are so good that they can filter salt water, and they can filter the salt into salt water. So what I think we're doing here, what I think we do, is we take a bunch of cats, we line them along the coast of California, and we have them drink the water, and then piss out the clean water.
That's not how it
And-
works. There's ammonia. And
Okay, that's fair. So what we do is we harvest. How many cats are there? There's so many cats, right? There's
millions.
billions of cats. We harvest their kidneys.
Millions of billions.
Millions of billions of cats. There's billions of cats. We harvest their kidneys, we rig up a device that can then filter ocean water out of cat kidneys, right? Problem solved. World hunger solved, because then you just take those cats, right? Because you want to use the whole animal, okay? And so, like, you take the kidneys, you use them for the filtration devices, and you take the rest of the cat, and I'm sure you can whip up some kind of tasty dish out of, like, I don't even know what you would eat on a cat. What would you eat on a
they
cat?
eat cat. I don't know. I'm not really interested.
I think they
This
people eat
is
horses,
what are we?
people eat cows, people. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it's just a meat
You,
source.
you can eat anything.
Yeah, dude. I'll eat that tree behind you, buddy. If you make me hungry enough, I'll eat the bark off of a tree. Okay, I'm
Eat
just
a
saying.
bear.
I'm just trying to be like respectful to cats are giving their lives for this filtration device. I'm like try to use all the like respect.
But then you're gonna have the Egyptian gods. They're gonna be mad because they love.
Oh no, I'm
cats.
so scared of them coming back. Fuck them, dude. What have they done for us? You know, it's not even about like whether or not you think
Osiris
it's
coming
believe
for
it.
your ass, bro.
Fuck, bring it on, buddy. Okay, because honestly, I'd be rad as shit to meet one of them. But yeah, California's on fire. Then we've got like AI. So buddy, there is some great AI news. This
Well, before you get to that,
Okay.
let me get on my old man soapbox here. I'm gonna complain for a second.
Hop on it.
I am just so incredibly frustrated with words that no longer mean what they're supposed to mean. Okay, we won't get into the fucking weeds of it, but I had to change phone plans a couple days ago, and in doing so, I had to pick a plan. Okay, the good, better, best, right? So I went with the medium. Sort of like a split. Like I had to make a really fast
Yeah.
split decision. Like, oh shit. Okay. So I'm like looking at okay, blah 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 blah. All right. I picked it. Okay. So part of the plan that I picked, the perks. Okay, the perks of my plan were that like I got Netflix. I got the commercialized Netflix, whatever it is, with the Netflix with the ads. I got Apple One, which I pay for manually. So I pay for $20 a month, and you get like the cloud storage, the music, arcade, and there's one more thing. You get four things with Apple One instead of paying individual. It was a better deal, whatever. Okay, great, cool. Like, and there was something else, like just I don't know, Discovery or HBO Max. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So like, who's that? Where does that go? Like, how do I sign up for that? How do I get this Netflix activated? How do I do all these things? And like, but the way that it is structured, because we had Zoe has a watch, right? And it's through Verizon, and Christina had set it up. So we just added my existing phone number, which was a new line on this plan. So therefore, it's under Christina's email address.
Okay.
All right. So I got to call, and I got to fucking do that nonsense where it's like, is she here? Okay, here's her phone. Talk to her. But and then I'm like authorized to make decisions or whatever.
Yeah, they allow.
So I'm just like, hey, but like, you're gonna see where I get aggravated twice. Legitimate, like it's just like, yeah, of course I understand why you're aggravated, because like I'm explaining the situation. Hey, I just switched phone plans, blah blah blah. I already pay for Apple One. I'm just trying to reduce redundancies, because like if it's part of my phone plan, I don't want to have to also pay $20 a month out of my pocket when I'm already paying for it.
Yeah.
Yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. And like I tell her all these things, and like she's just like not hearing me. She's like hearing me, but she's not. I guess it's part of the thing. She can't say anything. My name's not on it. So
Gotcha.
Christina,
Okay.
I hand the phone to Christina. She hands it. So, but like again, you could have just saved me a fucking ton of time by telling me this next thing. So then we're going whatever, and she's like, yeah, part of your perks. Those are add-ons. What do you mean? Those are add-ons. I said, no, those are perks. Perks means included.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
what happens is like you pay $10 instead of 20 a month for Apple One through your service, or you pay $12.99 for Netflix with ads instead of the $17.99. I said that's not a perk. That's not what perk means.
That would be a discount, if anything.
That's
If
a
anything,
discount.
Yeah, you could say it's a discount.
And
I
it's
think.
an add-on, and it's something that I have to pay for additionally, not a fucking perk.
Yeah.
Back to the original. I'm fucking tired of words not meaning what they fucking mean.
Yeah.
That is not a perk.
No.
Perk is an inclusion. That is the emphasis. Oh, you do this part of your package, and the perks of your package include this.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like, it was a waste of fucking time, and she could have told me that and saved me 25 minutes of hold time.
God damn, dude.
Again, it's just like they do that shit on purpose.
Yeah,
It's so that
naturally.
you'll fucking give up.
I mean,
And it's,
I guess it's like
the
they
same
could.
thing is like,
They'd say the perks are like the perk would be at the discount, but it's like they didn't say that. They said that the perk is that you get this for.
it says perks. It clearly says perks, and then like has a list of fucking things that are fucking included as the perks.
Sounds like they're idiots.
So,
See? I fucking.
So I was
man.
fucking irritated. I was just like, whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
so I'm not paying for any of these services. No. Do you want to? Fuck no.
Yeah.
And I hung up. And I had fun.
Good. Good. Hang up
But
on
like,
it.
you see what I'm saying? Like,
I'm with
that
you.
took
That is
35, 40 minutes, and it could have taken fucking 5.
It's like car dealership tactics where they get you in there and like they just stall and then hope that like you're just like fuck it, why not, and just like slap it on there. But
It's gross. It's nasty. Whatever. Tell me about AI.
anyways,
And
yeah,
how
it's
much
been a ton
sucks.
of yeah. I mean, naturally we know that it sucks, but it's been a ton of fun AI news. I think it's all happened kind of like not recently, but in the like last year that we kind of missed it, kind of flew under the radar a little bit. For the first one, right, is one of Saudi Arabia's, I think, first AI robots, kind of like the creepy robots that you see in the videos, like where they're very sentient, very like look around, like I'm going to take over the world. Well, a robot called Android Muhammad apparently groped a woman during a live shoot of the Daily Star, right? Now, and it's like, okay, right. Now I will say there is a bit of I watched the video of it, right? And they kind of frame it in the light of like this AI robot has just sexually harassed this reporter, right? Whether or not it was, okay, it doesn't look to me as though he was intentionally trying to grope the woman, right? Because when you say
He being the robot.
he being the robot, yes, the reporter is a female.
Are
in the
you
story.
assigning genders to a robot?
He looks like a man, so I am. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that his name is.
I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon. You can't do that.
Well, I mean, he is called Android Muhammad, and I think that Muhammad is a
You're
male's
assuming
name,
you
but-
must ask him what he wants or
Well, I
what
can't.
what it
It's
wants
a
to be
fucking
called.
robot. Okay, this machine that I am
Hey,
referring
bro, I'm
to.
just trying to protect you from getting canceled.
This
my guy.
machine that I am referring to, right? Apparently, they say like he groped or sexually assaulted, sexually harassed. Like, and it's hey, if she feels that way, I mean, she is victim, like etc. Whatever. But it's like when you watch the video, you know how like the animatronic Santas move. You know, like how like they do the thing where they like, right? It looks a lot like that in the sense that like it looks like he was just trying to do like his whole like animatronics bit, and she was just close to him, and his hand happened to hit her butt, and it's like its hand right happened to hit her butt, okay, and it's. I don't want to give AI the benefit of the doubt, but it's like it does seem like a very clickbait. Like, oh my god, it's not like he jumped on top of her and started like sticking his tongue down her throat, like like going crazy with it. It's a fucking robot, okay? And it's one of those things too, but it's just like fucking whatever. But it's so dumb. They're so dumb. They're so stupid. Anyways, but then that's all happening, right? You got Saudi Arabian AI robots fucking groping reporters, okay? But then you turn it to like you're thinking. I know. The first thought in your head when you woke up this morning was like, I wonder what like the Catholics are doing with AI, right? Because
yeah, you know me. Always
yeah,
thinking
you popped
about
up awake, you
Catholics and
immediately
religion.
you woke up, you're like, man, I wonder what those guys with those religious groups are doing with AI. And I'll tell you, buddy, it's fucking hilarious what they're doing. Okay, honestly,
Okay.
because it's so funny. So a group, oh fuck, what was the name of the group? Hold on, I get Catholic Answers. Which is like it said that it's like a Christian Catholic. I don't understand religion. Okay, I don't. Is Catholics, are they Christians?
So Catholicism and Christianity are two different,
I know that they're different, right?
two branches of the same tree, I guess, but they're not the same.
Anyways, this Catholic Answers. They thought what we need in this trying
I think
times.
there's a lot of. I think Catholics are really like guilt is built like fucking.
Hey,
built into them at an early
And
age.
they should honestly have that guilt, because I've heard a lot about their priests, and I know it's a joke everybody talks about, right? I'm going to go cancel me, but hey, you can cancel me after you stop the priest from touching the kids. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay, hey, the win-win situation for everybody. And you can't be mad at me because it's like fucking, it's in the news, it's
I
true.
mean,
It's
you
like,
didn't do it.
I didn't do it. If I hadn't touched the kids, I haven't touched the kids, dude. I didn't diddle the kids. Okay. Anyways, Catholic answers get together and they're like, "Hey,
Okay,
what do
Frank.
what do we need in this trying time?" Well, we need a way for people to communicate with a priest at all times, right? So what if we just
No, we don't.
create an AI chatbot that is a priest? There's no way that this is going to go wrong, right? It got shut down 2 days after its unveiling. So basically what happened was this group, they released this chatbot into the wild, right? And it's supposed to just kind of like answer questions that people have about like
Okay.
Catholicism and like their sins and like, what do I need to do here, right? But as AI does, it grows and learns, and then it starts fucking with people, right? Of course, what is AI notorious for? Giving wrong answers. So like one answer that it gave a person asking, can I baptize my baby in Gatorade? And it was like, hell yeah, brother. Go ahead and do that. That's fine, basically. And
So they're
honestly,
asking that as a joke.
I would assume, yeah, but it's like the AI chatbot was eating it up. He was like, yeah, dude, fucking, I don't know, I piss on my kids whenever I'm trying to baptize them or whatever. And it's like, whatever. I don't know anything about religion. I assume that like you could probably just baptize people in whatever. Like if it's a liquid, you just bless it, right? Just give it one of these, right? Touch the water, touch the wine, touch the Gatorade, and it's blessed. I assume if you're a priest. Anyways, yeah, go ahead.
No, I have a question about like vampires whenever you're done talking about it.
Okay. We'll get there. Okay?
Holy water.
Anyways,
Right?
so it's telling these people like, hey, you can baptize your babies in Gatorade, whatever. And then it started
Gatorade, man.
It started
Fucking hell yeah.
absolving.
Fucking yellow, dude.
Hell yeah, there's a
Fucking
Florida
yellow, yeah.
baptism, baby. It started absolving people, which is like kind of a big no-no because apparently like you have to be like a priest to do that. And
Yeah.
it's not a priest. I don't know if you know that, but it's an AI chatbot. It's not a priest.
Sure.
But his name was Father Justin, and if you
Was it your brother?
No, but if you picture a priest, like what do you picture? Like, top of your head, what do you picture when you say like
An old man with glasses.
absolutely what it looked like? It was an old white man with glasses. So fucking shut him down. So fucking funny to me. And then one last little fun little AI story is that
Okay.
while
We got another one.
the Catholics were over here doing their thing with their funny little AI chatbot, fucking Sweden was like, well, what if we just slap
Fucking Sweden.
Fucking Sweden was like, what if we just fucking create our own goddamn Jesus, dude, and just slap him in the pew. Slap him in the pew. They come to confession. So I think it is Catholics again, just going all in with the AI, dude. They slap him in the pew.
Well, they're trying to find a way to get people to come to the church because reportedly,
Yeah.
the church attendance is at an all-time low.
Oh no! What are we gonna do if we aren't giving our money to the churches? They're tax-free money. Anyways, I don't want to get into it. But yeah, they slapped a Jesus. I think it was a study they were doing to see if they could get people. But it's a white ass Jesus dude, and he's all like just staring at you on the other side of his confessional, and like you tell him your sins, and he's like, "Give me one of these Hail Marys, drink 7 vodkas." I don't know what the fuck you do in the goddamn confessional, okay? But he absolves
Don't
them.
say that. That's one of the things.
I've only seen it in fucking movies, dude. But
How many times have you been to church in your life?
oh man, I used to have to go a lot. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I have like rounds of like this month my dad,
dude,
my mom are like, hey, let's fucking hit the
Bad
churches.
as your ADHD is, as you reported it to being, I cannot imagine you sitting still.
I didn't. I got smacked a lot, dude. Fucking, I couldn't sit still, buddy. Okay, what do you gotta do? So
I could just see you sitting there, just like looking at all the stained glass, being like, "Hell yeah, man, that's a cool pattern, man."
I did not want to be there. I did not want to be
Shit,
there.
I bet.
So,
You know,
but anyways,
whatever.
vampires. Okay, so like, what do
I
you?
fucking hate just like AI, man. It's so dumb.
It needs
so dumb.
it needs to go away forever.
It's not going to. It's not. It's another thing that we can't defeat.
It's just here now. It's just here.
It,
It's part of our
it
lives.
wasn't like, hey, it was again like we talked about it. It was when we it started and it happened so fast where it was like, hey, we got this little cool little thing you guys can do. It's called a chatbot. Man, you can type in a little prompt and see what comes up.
And
And then
don't
behind the
worry.
scenes, all these fucking companies were just like implementing it. And then now there's so many things, Windows, fucking Outlook, everything, Zoom, disk, everything has AI. Everything has AI. Everything has an AI companion. And it's
Some sort
just
of
like
AI companion, some sort, and then there's no way that they're harvesting like a ton of
now,
data from you or
right,
anything.
absolutely. A vampire. So obviously we know one of the weaknesses to a vampire is holy water and
Yeah,
a
they don't like that
cross.
stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And a cross. Now they vampires have like they're very orchestrated on their laws and their rules because like you can't walk into some like a vampire just can't walk into your house. He
You have
has
to be
to be
invited in.
invited
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
This is very weird to me because like if you are I mean I guess it's just understood, right? This is just the lore that has been passed down through generations of like vampires and like because of movies and it's like this is the pre-established canon of like you got to have but like I feel like holy water and crosses only work if you're a believer,
Like
right?
if you give the thing
You're
power, right?
giving it power. So if you're a vampire and you don't believe in Jesus and God, and then the crosses are just like wood, they don't matter. Like, shouldn't they not be effective?
I mean, I guess. Like, so I guess like the ultimate
Right?
victim of like vampires would be like people who don't believe, right?
Because like if
Or with
I,
it
because
like
like I guess the idea is that a priest does have some sort of innate power because if he blesses a bowl of water, then it becomes holy water as opposed to like, what if I fucking do it too?
yeah, like why can't
But I
I
get,
just do like what gives
but
them the right like what is it because
it's
like you got a
because
piece of paper like because you got a piece of
you're
paper
putting truth to
online?
power, right? Because they believe and they're giving it power by process of belief.
And can't I just call myself a priest? Because like do I got to go through school?
Okay.
Is there like a
Well,
degree that I get for being fucking priesthood?
you used to be able to get a marriage like you would be able to be like an
Yeah, anybody can
ordained
marry anybody.
like
Yeah, anybody can get ordained.
like
Yeah.
you have to do yeah so can if you have the power to marry somebody do you have the power to fucking bless water?
Yeah, dude, we need to go to college and get our blessing water degrees, dude. That's what we need to
I
do.
don't need that, but like at the end of the day like the power is like I feel like
So
the
like, okay,
power
so
scaling is skewed.
yeah, it is skewed for sure, but it's like, so if the power only comes from believing, and you don't believe,
Hmm.
then I feel like if you're not believing, then the vampires
There's a whole thing
themselves,
with like
because that would
Thor in
feel
the comic books
that would feel stupid if
where
like if you don't believe.
belief is fuel, right?
Yeah, but if you don't believe, then it's like, oh, then these tools that you're supposed to defend yourself with against a vampire like don't work. But then it's like, okay, well then why does he still get his powers? You know, like why if I don't believe and I don't have powers, like why does he get his powers? So I feel like it should be one of those things where it's like, if I don't believe in anything, then that vampire shouldn't have like it shouldn't have any effect on me because like,
But I don't think the vampire is getting its powers that way.
but then it's like, what is the what? Then what's giving the holy water
Fucking deep
power?
diving
Because
on-
it's like garlic, right? Garlic is one of those
Right.
things where like you can defend yourself with garlic.
Again,
Right?
I
A stake
you
through the
just
heart. That's another thing you can defend yourself with. A wooden
right,
stake.
but this has nothing to do with that because those are just things. I mean, like a stake to the heart's going to kill a non-vampire. Like you fucking
Yeah.
zap you.
And it's like one of those things where like if they're like if that's how they like were just doing people who they thought were vampires and they were dying, it's like, yeah, because you fucking staked the human to death, dude. It's like the whole
Right.
witch theory where it's like, oh, if they sink and they drown, like they must not have been a witch. It's like, yeah, you just fucking drowned an innocent woman. Like what the fuck are we doing here? God damn, people, we're so fucking stupid. Shit, dude.
Hey, it's not gotten any better, dude.
It's not, dude. We're honestly we're about 2 years away from drowning women again because we think that they're witches, dude. We're getting there.
I need
roll
witches
them
to
back.
come back, man.
I need a shout out to all our witches out there. If there's anything that you can manifest this year, it's manifest the shit out of some fucking rad ass times, dude. Because we're gonna need them, buddy. You know.
Speaking
Okay.
of shouting out, I guess executive producer Ian, executive producer Phil,
Yeah.
new executive producer Ryan. I don't want to say his last name.
Yeah,
just in
Ryan
case.
W out there. Yeah. And CGC executive producers at the CGC podcast too. Trying to think.
Okay, yeah.
Those are
So
other people.
all,
Yeah.
we got some new fellas
Fuck
on
yeah.
the Patreon. There was some big news over. I guess it's kind of big news. Um, I just don't feel. I mean, cable's kind of dead, but like every time we think, oh, cable's back, streaming. It's too many streamings.
Mhm.
They always have something in their back pocket that they sort of pull out, and now Netflix, Amazon's been doing it for a while with like NFL games on Thursday, so you get live NFL games. You don't get to pick; it's the one that they designate. But now you're getting. It took 5 years, but AEW is now on HBO Max, and the WWE is on Netflix. So like, but it's live.
And Netflix is
Uh,
like one of those that's a bigger deal because it's only on Netflix now, right?
It's only on Netflix. Well, the AEW stuff is just a rerun. I'm not sure you can simulcast. I'm not sure you can watch it live because it still comes on like TNT or whatever. But
Mhm.
like, here we are. It's 2025, and like now, like pro wrestling along with hockey and baseball and football and basketball it's all on streaming now. So like, I guess news is the only reason cable still exists.
That and those
Because
like
like you got to think
odd channels that you get at 3 a.m. that are still like running random programs,
in its current trajectory, like I mean, like Zoe, right? Our kids don't know what cable
They
TV
don't.
is.
Yeah, dude, they really don't. They don't even. They
They
barely know what radio is,
they
honestly.
barely. I said something. Oh yeah, like the Caps game on Monday was on the NHL network, which I don't have, and so
Yeah.
I had to listen to it via the
Oh
Caps
shit.
radio network.
Yeah, dude.
And like I'm just walking around with an earpiece, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm listening to the Caps game." She's like, "Listening?" I was like, "Yeah, on the radio." She's like, "The radio?"
They have.
She was
Do they
like,
put the pictures into
"What is
words?
that?" I mean, she
So,
knows about like
yeah.
Sirius radio, but like it just like she couldn't fathom that. But it wasn't until I think I even may have mentioned it during COVID. Like she didn't even know what a fucking like ad or a commercial. Like they're not commercials, they're ads, right? I
Yeah.
mean that's what they are. But like she's the
Oh,
first like two
but
years of
you
her
just
life she
sparked
didn't even,
another thought, memory, thing I wanted to bring
yeah.
up today too. But go ahead.
But I was like now that there's going to be an entire generation of people because I mean like your grandparents, our parents, like they have Netflix, they have all these things, but
Mhm.
like I'll never, I mean I say never, you never know what the future holds, but I have no intentions of getting cable again. But it's like are we 20 years away from literally just like cable not existing?
I mean, we have to
Because
be
eventually like
close.
that whole generation of people that still pay for cable, they're gonna die out.
Like the only person that I know that literally has like a physical cable box, right, is
Your dad.
no, is Shelby's grandfather, right? And
Right.
he's the only one that I know that actually pays for the Comcast like cable
Does he
box,
know what
right?
Netflix is?
Yeah, he does. He has it on his TV or whatever, and it's he knows what
Yeah.
like Netflix is and everything like that. But it's like it's insane to me that like I think that you could say in some sense that like cable is already dead because
Not
you could
completely.
yeah, not completely obviously. It's like one of those things where it's like it's on life support. It's literally sitting on life support, and the only thing keeping it alive is
Aren't we all?
other old people who are on life support, right? Yeah, honestly. So it's like
Hospitals,
I
they're the people that
think
pay for it because you got to have
yeah.
something on the TV.
Honestly, yeah, like low key, they probably are the ones keeping it afloat. It's like it's funny, which is like kind of ironic because like of course the hospitals are keeping it alive, because it's the hospital.
Yeah,
Anyways,
dentist office.
I think that we definitely with the way things progress and how fast they progress, I think that we could see the death of
Oh,
cable
hey,
in our
but it's a
lifetime.
dangerous word you're using there.
What progress? Sorry, I didn't mean to use that, throw that around.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, it's a dangerous word
I
these
know,
days.
dude. Fucking. But you know what I'm not a fan of is ads, like you were saying. And the one thing I've noticed, right, is that, you know, used to be, right, you would get ads and they were like, sometimes they were like, they had production value, right? Sometimes they were fucking
Mhm.
uh, getting to college, getting a college degree from fucking Hodunk University or whatever. And they had like really catchy jingles and whatnot, right?
Grand Canyon University.
Yeah. And the shit that I've been seeing now, especially like, oh, shouts out Twitch, you fucking suck, okay? YouTube is doing the same thing where like what they're doing is pumping as many fucking ads as they can to get you to sign up for premium, right? To get to YouTube Premium, dude. You don't have to worry about these stupid ads. But it's like the way that they're doing that, filling the void, is literally just taking Amazon products, right? You know, like a mattress, fucking hand soap that you've looked at, you know, and because everybody has built themselves.
Those are called cookies.
Yeah, they've built themselves a nice cookie jar for them to pull out of, and like all they're doing is taking that cache data, and they're going to the YouTube, the Amazon list or whatever, and they're just taking the literal videos that people have made for products that have no production value, that are literally just AI generated. They have text on the screen, and just using those as ads, and it's like, fuck you, first of all. Fuck you. Like, it's kind of insulting, really, right? Because it's like,
I want my ads that I don't like to be
Yeah.
full of production value.
I
I
don't-
don't want them to be shitty
what
and
is this
half-assed.
lazy ass shit you're feeding me, dude? What is this
Well, yeah.
lazy ass bullshit? Like,
What are you gonna do?
Oh my god, man, I'm so fucking infuriated.
You're not gonna pay for premium.
No, I'm not. I'm not ever gonna do that. But it's just like
And
lazy
then
pieces of
it's
shit.
never gonna change.
It,
Oh, I agree, 100%.
It is just, man, and it's, you know, when I figure out a way to create my own YouTube, fucking, I'm doing it, and it's never gonna have ads, right? And it's,
You should call it RedTube.
yeah, dude, I'll do that. I'll do that at RedTube. I was thinking maybe
Oh,
like,
I think
maybe like
that's the
Tube
thing.
8. I think is like a good, like, it's
Tube 8.
just like the 8th iteration of YouTube, right? It'd be Tube 8 is a tube8.com. You can go ahead and check it out now. It's probably going to be up there. So maybe redtube.com. Check that one out too. You never know, you know.
As of January 1st, I think porn is like
It's illegal now,
basically
buddy.
illegal
Yep.
in like 14 states now.
Yep. So if you're in, a fun thing that you
Illegal.
could do is like, is
Illegal.
if you
It's
were in
not
Tennessee,
illegal.
go to pornhub.com right now and see what pops up for you. And I'm sure that it's going to be a video.
I think actually Tennessee was the one that got it pushed. I actually
Yeah.
haven't checked. I don't know. But like, I think the legislators were like, wait a minute, we have to put our
They did.
personal information. And wait a second.
It's
Wait a
almost
second.
like, wait,
that,
we
include-
didn't-
that includes us too? Wait.
Yeah, like we don't get like a special Republican pass
Yeah,
where we can just
like it goes
not
in,
do that.
it goes in a database. Wait, hold on a second. Let's pump the brakes on that.
Yeah, it's like they
But,
didn't learn
and-
anything from that website like ashleymeets.com where like they had a data breach and turns out like
And
there's a lot
also-
of married men on that website for some reason.
There's a very specific set of states in which it's illegal. And again,
Yeah.
it's not illegal. Don't say that. It's just like now you can't go in. You go to a porn website. It would be 18 years and older.
Yeah.
You click yes. No, I'm under 18.
Yeah, we've all been 15 and clicking the yes I agree and yes I am
and,
18. Okay.
Right. And like now you have to literally put in like
I think
like,
driver's license or some shit. Like it's
Driver's
like you have to have
license,
like,
like,
a legit
fucking-
like a photo ID, like, you know. So
fuck that. Yeah, absolutely not.
not
Like,
putting me on a list, buddy. I'll go somewhere else. That's for sure. I'll
And,
stop using it. Hell, I don't know.
yeah, I mean it's just like that's ultimately what, and it's just there are things that are clever, and I get it. I understand why. I understand the thought process behind it, but like, dude, it's not that big of a deal. Like you're putting all this effort into this thing that's like fucking pennies, man. Like it doesn't matter. But again, it's just one of those things where like they have the power and you don't, and there's nothing you can do. You can not participate and they win, or you can participate and get put on a list.
And they also win. Still, they still won.
Freedom,
Yeah.
guys. Freedom.
Yeah,
That's
baby.
what you wanted.
Oh man, we're waking up America right now, dude. Fucking waking them up. We're shaking them awake right now. You know. So